from an immigration crackdown coming to an end to a push for coal and rising tensions with Iran. NTD's Daniel Monaghan has your White House week in review.
Border Czar Tom Homan says the immigration crackdown in Minnesota is coming to an end.
I have proposed, and President Trump has concurred, that this surge operation conclude.
The White House says the operation led to the arrest of more than 4,000 people, including rapists and murderers. Homan says stronger cooperation with local law enforcement helped make the drawdown possible. The Trump administration moved to overturn the 2009 EPA endangerment finding, a cornerstone of federal climate policy first adopted under President Barack Obama.
Over the generations, fossil fuels have saved millions of lives and lifted billions of people out of poverty.
There will be no more climate participation trophies awarded to manufacturers for making Americans' cars die at every red light and stop sign. It's over, done, finished.
Climate groups condemned the move. President Trump signed an executive order directing the military to purchase electricity generated from coal-fired power plants.
When large parts of our country were hit with winter storms, it was coal that kept the power on.
The common sense policies to keep coal plants running, implemented by this administration, mean that my husband and I can keep working, stay where we are, and continue raising our son in our community that we call home.
Vice President J.D. Vance made a historic trip to Armenia and Azerbaijan, pushing a Washington-brokered peace agreement.
Peace is not made by cautious people. Peace is not made by people who are too focused on the past. Peace is made by people who are focused on the future.
While there, Vance signed a new civil nuclear energy deal with Armenia and a strategic partnership with Azerbaijan. President Trump this week said he's sending a second aircraft carrier strike group to the Middle East to prepare for military action if negotiations with Iran fail.
But we have to make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time, and they got Midnight Hammer instead. And this will be very traumatic for Iran if they don't make a deal.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was in Washington this week. He met with President Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, as well as other officials.
The talks focused on a number of issues, but mainly on the negotiations with Iran.
Netanyahu expressed general skepticism regarding the nature of any agreement with Iran. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. promoted the new dietary guidelines alongside a new helper, urging Americans to focus on whole foods to combat chronic disease.
We're here today with the most fierce ring fighter in human history, Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Eat real food or else.
It's a celebration day, right?
First Lady Melania Trump had a busy week. She successfully united Russian and Ukrainian children with their families for the third time. Trump also made Valentine's crafts with children facing rare diseases at the Children's Inn at NIH. And the military hit 2 suspected drug boats this week. U.S. Southern Command says multiple narco-terrorists were killed. Democrats and some Republicans have criticized such strikes, calling them extrajudicial killings. President Trump says every drug boat the U.S. military knocks out saves thousands of American lives. Daniel Monaghan, NTD News.